Jaguar has been making really good cars of late, and I think this trend started with the awesome F-Type. Ever since then, they've been doing really good machines, the XC and the XF and others. And I believe that this is understandable because they've been making good cars for a very long time. 95 years of the company's history condensed into a couple of fantastic automobiles in the last half a decade or so. But when the company decided to do an SUV, people started wondering, really, can Jaguar pull this off? Well, guess what? When this baby was launched, it became one of the most desirable SUVs on the road. This is the Jaguar F-Pace, and here are highlights that talks about the desirability of the Jaguar F-Pace. An SUV with car-like architecture. I think that's one of the things that makes the F-Pace a desirable piece of cake. You see, let's talk about the platform to begin with. Aluminium. Jaguar has used aluminium for the F-Pace, the XC and the XF, and this is the opposite of what Stablemeat's Land Rover is doing. See, they're using steel. Aluminium is lightweight and it's rigid versus steel, which is rugged and hard. See, different dynamics over here. But it's not just in the platform, it's also in the design language. You see, bluff square grille front end with swept back tail headlights, LED nonetheless. All this makes you feel that you're looking at the car, which of course makes you feel that you're looking at the XC or the XF, only bigger. And then as you come to the back, the tail lamps are slender, reminds you of the F-Type, which is no complaints at all whatsoever. But the interesting bit here is that there is hot hatchery trickery going on over here in the D pillars. See, it's sloping paired with a large tail spoilers, right? So this negates the necessity to have a blunt end, which is so typical of traditional SUVs. So all these things makes you feel that you're looking at a car when in fact it is an SUV. So this makes it desirable because the design is awesome. Another desirable thing about this car is the really nice cabin. You will appreciate it. This wraparound dash design is pleasing to the eye and also to the touch. You see, tactile surfaces have been done right. The leather, the perforated leather, the soft touch plastics, the stitching, which is done very, very neatly, all exudes a sense of British class and style, which is very nice. You still get scratchy plastic lah, but they've been hidden down below. So thank you for that, Jaguar Land Rover. As you come in, you will see that the party piece is still there. The rotary dial that rises to the occasion. People still talk about it when they come into the car for the first time, and nobody's complaining about that. If you opt for the InControl Touch Pro Pack, you will get screens over here and also in the TFT display instead of your regular clocks. Totally customizable, and it tells you a host of information, everything that you need to know. And this is also where you control a lot of stuff, your multimedia, your sat nav, your phone connectivity, a host of different things. To connect with the car, you've got USB ports here and also at the back, and also you've got air vents at the back. A great lateral space to be in for the front passengers and also the rear passengers. Apparently one of the biggest in class as compared to the competitors. Very good. And finally, this panoramic sunroof, very nice and classy touch. Okay, the next feature is what I think is going to be the most desirable feature about this car, and that is what I'd like to personally call the performance triple threat. The engine, the transmission and also the all-wheel drive system. Let's start with the engine. It's a 3-litre V6 supercharged lump. It produces 240 PS and 450 Newton meters of torque. The thing about this engine is the fact that you feel like you've got a bottomless bucket of grunt for you to scoop up power from. It is just going on and on and on, and this really does feel very, very addictive. Next, all that power is then channeled through the ZF Source 8-speed automatic transmission. The transmission is so efficient that it hunts for the gear even before you could even think about it. And it is, wow, it's almost magical. It's really, really good. Now, once the power has gone through the transmission, it then goes into the all-wheel drive system, which allows the car to map up to 50% of the torque to the front wheels, ensuring that you're always in control, you always have good grip, you're always pointing in the right direction, and you're always managing the power as best as you can. It's an intelligent system, and it's really, really that good lah. Desirability is knowing that you can take the F-Pace for some off-roading. some off-roading. Yeah, of course, it's a stablemate of Land Rover. Of course, they must have learned something. So this car comes with adaptive surface response and all-surface progress control, two systems that allows this car to tackle squishy, slippery situations in the best way possible. This is something you will really appreciate. Okay, road-going tyres may not be the best choice for this, but it's comforting for you to know that the all-wheel drive system and all the systems can work together to make sure that you get out of sticky, literally sticky situations in the best way possible. And you will appreciate that deployable side step if you spec'd up for it, because you don't want to get your mucky boots into this beautiful cabin, man. Seriously. Oh, but the deployable side step, 15,000 ringgit accessory, not standard, huh? So clearly Jaguar has got a winner with the F-Pace, and this is great that the company did not rest on their laurels in producing great sports and saloon cars, but they show that they can do also a great SUV. And I think it's desirable because it's a good blend of what a car can do and the practicalities of an SUV put together in a very attractive package. Now with that price tag, I'm sure you agree that this car, as I mentioned earlier, is in at the upper echelons of society, but you know, with this package, I don't see why it should not be doing well. So, the very best of luck to Jaguar.